I'm Taylor.
I'm Mike.
I'm back with another episode from Dogs to Dads.
Woo!
All right, let's get into it.
Bro, let's get into it for real. Man, I haven't had time to lift today. So that's kind of like what I want to talk about.
Do you even lift, bro?
That's a good question. My question for you is, like any dad out there, how do you find the time?
Honestly, you have to make time.
Mm-hmm. Elaborate.
You got to do what works for you. So a lot of people can't believe this.
Yeah.
Because of how big I am.
You stupid.
I haven't had a gym membership in like 10 years.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by do what works for you.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a gym membership, drive to the gym, work out, come home. That was all fun back without a family.
Yeah, true.
But then now with a family, it's hard to get to the gym and back. It's so hard.
Yeah.
And so trying to make time, you got to figure out different ways. So my way was investing in Weight Set for at-home gym, and over years built that thing up. And now it's a pretty good sized gym.
It's nice.
Got all my weights, everything. But I mean, you just got to figure out what's going to work for you. So if you are a new dad out there and you're not having trouble making it to the gym, that's what I did to find time to get to the gym or find time to work out, I would say, because now I just got the gym at my house. Started out in the garage back in Texas when Rachel and I moved out there.
Yeah.
That's when I started investing, and over time just kept building it up, and then we wanted to move back to Oklahoma. And now the one thing I was like, you can pick the house wherever, but I want to move all the equipment into a big enough office and have it be the gym.
That's smart.
And so that was my one thing when we were moving back. And now I made time. Now, and a lot of people ask me that. They're like, well, I've invested, like, because COVID hit.
Yeah, it's true.
And everyone was like, I want to buy the weights. I'm going to invest everything. And then those people that would invest is like, how do you stay with it? How do you keep going?
Yeah, true.
And so I don't have the best answer for that. It's just you got to just keep doing it. I mean, results, you're not going to see them the next day, the next month, but you keep going, you're going to see them over time. But I don't have the best advice on how to keep going. It's just you got to have that mentality that you just keep going.
I agree. I mean, I think you make a great point. And, my side hustle, whatever, I'm a trainer, right? So that's what I do on the side. And that's kind of what you said is what I say to a lot of my clients. So it is not only are you working hard with me, but you have to find some way to motivate yourself, because you're not going to work out with me 5 days a week. That'd be a blessing, but most of my clients are 2 to 3 times a week at best. But I'm not there to see you eat, and I'm not there to see what you do the other 4 days, right? So let me revert back to myself. How do I find the time? And it's hard. I think being a trainer, you are more dedicated than I am. It's crazy to say that. A lot of people say, genetics does help. Just help with, just because before this, I was playing sports, so it's mandatory. You got to go to 2 a days. Whether I was playing football, I was playing basketball, you got to do something. Even when I went to college and doing the same thing, everything was mandatory, and I had a different mindset at that point. I got to work out, I got to stay looking good. You know what I'm saying? But now, just with the kids, they got baseball, basketball, swimming, hitting practice. It's like, how am I going to find the time? And then in the mornings when I do have time, I'm training somebody. Yeah. So the exhaustion, I understand the dads that, they're like, how do you do it? And I think what you did motivated me and Katie to do what our next step, which was build that shop. Because now, I used to, before, was it during COVID or before COVID that we were working out together for a while?
I think it happened during, like, a little, like, we started before, and then, like, it really took off during, because, I mean, no one was going to the gym anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd come to you, and we would knock out workouts, and that would, because you have someone in there with you, and you have to find a way to motivate yourself. That's the biggest thing. But I mean, the best thing for me is early mornings. I mean, I'm up at 4 in the morning, 4 days out the week.
Yeah.
So why not make it 7 days out the week? You know.
Yeah. My coworkers ask me, they're like, "How do you find time?" And like I just said, I don't have the best answer. It's just I make it a priority, just like anything, like just like going to work. I make it a priority. It's a part of my day. I found out that the best time for me is doing it in the mornings, just because whenever I get done with work, I want to come home, chill with the family, the kids. I want to hang out with them. So I do it in the morning, get up around 4:30, get my workout, and then I go to work. Now I've done it all sorts of different ways. I've done it coming home right after work. Get home 5:30, try to do an hour workout. Then I try to do it at night, because then I want to come home, play with the kids, and then try to do it at like 9-10 o'clock. I've tried so many different things, but I found out for me, working out in the mornings, and what helped a lot, my secret sauce is,
tell us about it.
I used to work out for like an hour and a half every morning, and it got to the point where I was like going through the motions. Like, I don't even care if I'm trying to get bigger.
Yeah,
and I was just like going through it.
Nah.
And then I was like, man, this is like, this is not working. And so I actually I looked at my whole workout schedule. I redesigned it to where it fits into an hour session. Just get up, I eat my breakfast, and then I go into my workout. It's 1 hour, nothing longer, nothing too crazy. And I push myself hard for that hour, and then I'm in and out. I'm done.
Yeah.
So I had to like redo my whole schedule to make it work better, because that's the other thing is like we're getting older, and so I didn't want to spend an hour and a half just in there. I wanted to get in there and get out.
Yeah. Like, I feel you, and that works for you. What I do for myself, because to be honest, my workout regimen, I try to knock it out 6 days a week, with Sunday being a rest day unless I miss. And I may miss because something's going on. I may be tired from working the previous day or something like that. But mornings work for me also, because I know if I sometimes I try to do it within my lunch break. But see, that's the hard thing. Lunch break, I have to go pick up the kids. So if I don't get off right on time, then I'm eating into my workout, and then I rush it, and it doesn't work out well. I try the night workouts, but it takes away from your time with the kids. So they go to school, you don't see them. They come home for a little bit, go to practice or something. Then we take them to the gym, or I'm working out somewhere else. And by the time I get home, it's time for bed. And so I think, like you said, for everybody, you got to find your own routine. It may be having the ability to invest in yourself and putting something in your house, or like Katie and I are doing right now, building the shop and moving everything out there and being able to do it there. But yeah, I mean, I guess you really got to just find out what is that secret sauce. Yeah. Like Taylor said, how you gonna do it? But my next question for you, bro, is who do you do it for? What's your why?
It started.
Yeah.
I wanted, just like I started working out when I was in college. I really didn't touch weights in high school. I had that growth defect, told in a couple of episodes, like one of the first episodes. So the doctors told me don't work out because it's with the medicine I'm taking and everything, it's going to stop my growth, and I want to make it work as fully developed as possible. So I didn't really start working out until college. And I got into working out more for the girls.
Okay, yeah, of course.
And then getting the girls, that was cool. And then I started transitioning into my mindset was like, I'm doing it for the family, doing it for my wife and the kids. And now I'm just getting older, and I'm thinking now to not be selfish, but to anybody else out there, I'm doing it for myself.
Yeah.
Like it has nothing to do. So when people say, "Hey, who are you doing it? Or you're just doing it for your wife, your kid?" Like, are you trying to keep yourself fit so you keep your wife? Like, nah. That's not like
she ain't going nowhere anyway.
She ain't going anywhere. I love my wife, but if I gain weight, like she ain't gonna leave me. But like I do it for myself. It has nothing to do with my kids. It has nothing to do with my wife, I just want to be active. If it's playing with the kids, yes, active for them, but it's, doing the yard work. I just want to be able to move around, and I want to be able to do stuff without feeling like, I'm starting to breathe heavy or something because I'm like walking in the winter time. So I mean, like, I'm doing it for myself.
Yeah. I feel you on that one.
Who are you doing it for,
bro? I think the way you put it is the same thing. For the longest, it was, I mean, of course, I played sports high school through college, a little bit after, but my main thing was for the females, and then it was for Katie. But I think when I say it's for me, but a little bit for her too, because she saw me at a certain point. So, but when I say it's for me, I'm trying to be in the best shape I've ever been in, right? I know in college, I maybe got up to around 265 pounds, but that's like, you have to be able to, move people and stuff like that in the whatever sport I was playing at the time. And then now I'm around 245, but just if I'm just talking about my goals, you and me, I want to get down to about 8% body fat, right? And being able to, let's say Delton or Davin is playing a certain sport, I want to get out there and be like, this is how you run the route.
Yeah.
I said, guys, your dad can still yam it. This is how you dunk the ball. Stuff like that. Or swim. I love to swim too. Just anything like that. I don't want to be out there on the sidelines being like, I expect you to do this. And then I can't show them how it's done. By the grace of God, we're able to pay for certain things for sports. I have nothing, no, I shouldn't be training them in that at all. So, luckily we're able to do that. But the stuff I do know, I want to be able to show them that as I get older. And for me specifically, I want to look the best I've ever looked, even as I get older. I want that to be my crutch. And then, of course, Katie, just this cherry on top. You're like, I'm always going to be here.
Yeah.
Don't look anywhere else because you're a guy. I'm here for you.
Yeah. I'm that same way on that aspect. And when you were talking about running the routes and stuff, I was thinking, like, I also do it for myself, but I also want to show my kids, like...
Yeah, this is what you can look like.
I want to show them, like, nothing is easy. Like,
exactly, yeah.
Like... I mean, they're getting up for school, and I'm coming out of the gym sweaty, like full-blown sweat, everything, and they're looking at me like, what's good? Did you just take a shower in there? And I just want to show them, like, hey, keep going. You can do anything you want. You can, be president.
Yeah,
whatever.
Exactly.
Like, I just want to make sure that they know they can do whatever.
Yeah, exactly. You have to have the right mindset.
Yeah, I feel like if you're just like telling your kids, like, hey, do this, but I'm trying to show them that, and like I said, try to figure out whatever works for you. I know a lot of people are trying to get back into working out.
Yeah, true.
So just figure it out. I mean, there's days I wake up and it's 4:30 and I'm like wanting to hit the snooze, but
I feel you on that.
Just keep pushing. Like, you're going to feel like when you get done with the workout, it feels good.
Everything feels great.
It feels so good walking out. So that's kind of what I think of whenever I wake up is like, I know it sucks right now getting up, but it's going to be feeling good when I'm done with this.
Yeah, immediately I get done. If so, the times I do, because, I turn the garage while we're waiting for stuff to get built into a gym. When I get done working out, and the pump looking just right, your boy just creep into the room, close the door, like, what's up? It's a surprise. But so let me ask you a question, because I know we talked about all that. What is your take on dad bods?
Honestly, I don't judge on if you have a dad bod, if you don't. I heard the new thing is dad bods are in. Whatever. I just feel like people just look at what drives them. Maybe it's they're dedicated to golf. Or they're dedicated to wanting to start a business, and they're focusing on that, and that's cool for them, everything. Exactly. It's whatever you're into. Some people are into, they want to flip houses, or they want to do this, or like we want to start a podcast and we're going to be the biggest podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to go down in history as number
dads.
one, like number one dad's podcast.
Yeah,
like,
just that. Let's go.
but I mean, I don't have a problem with dad bods or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just when you focus on something, go for it. And so anybody out there who wants to get into working out, go for it. If you want to get into creating a company, a business, get into it 100%. Just do what motivates you. So dad bods,
I like it.
honestly, I just look at it as another job. Like I look at working out as a job. I have to do this.
Yeah, all right, man. I like it. I mean, I have some buddies who are dads and some buddies who aren't dads that currently have dad bods. Is that, I mean, I could care less. They got girlfriends, they got happy homes. That I don't. It's not for me, just because the way, in my, one of my hustles, my line of work, I don't think if I'm, making meal plans or telling you to do certain thing and you looking at me like, but like you said, it's to each his own. At the end of the day, as long as you're healthy, and if you aren't healthy, find someone who can motivate you to, get healthier. We're not here preaching and we're not here hurting anybody. Like you said, some people say dad bods are in.
Yeah, I will say, just my viewpoint on working out. And again, I don't care if you have a dad bod or not. I have plenty of friends and coworkers or whatever. Yeah. But I do think, and this may get clipped a different way, but I believe if you are fit and you're walking into a room, like you got that certain command or you demand that room, like I feel like people look at you different when you are fit.
Okay.
I feel like they see me and they know I'm dedicated to, I'm not going to say just to working out, but they're going to know like when I say I want to get a promotion, they know I'm going to try my hardest to get it. I feel like I just demand the room whenever I walk into a place.
I like the confidence, my guy.
I mean, that's just what I think. I feel like if you are fit, I mean, when you're in the grocery store or something and you look at somebody and they're fit, do you take an extra look and be like, okay, or do you just?
I understand what you're saying.
Like, I feel like you get looked at. I think like a little bit more.
Like maybe, and I hate saying back in the day because we're not really old, but back in because we went to the same college. So when we would be at the Colvin, and we'd be lifting, and we see somebody that's either about similar to our physique or better, it'd be that motivation. Yeah. Now, and I'd be like, you may give them the, but now, bro, I see somebody look good, I say, what's up, man? It's different. It's different now because I'm like, I have no reason to compete with you. Yeah. Unless I know something.
No reason at all. I'm just saying, I think you get looked at different.
Oh, of course.
When I go anywhere and I see a dad bod or I see somebody that you could tell who doesn't work out or something, I just look and I keep going, whatever. Yeah. But if I see somebody and I notice they are like pretty muscular or they just look like they work out, I take another look. I'm like, okay, like, to me, I look at people a little differently. Yeah. Just by how they are and how they present themselves. Yeah. But,
and you could take that. And people may take that out of context, and that's what we want.
Oh, yeah, they're going to kill me for that.
Yeah, if you post, you comment, we'd love to.
But if I'm hurting your feelings, do something about it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just saying I look at people different.
Oh, yeah, man. I definitely understand that. My dad has a dad bod, but he's 76. So, it is, but at the end of the day, it don't matter. I could, man, my oldest, so I have a buddy, you know him, Jonathan. Yeah. He looks great. And sometimes my son likes to compare him to me. I was like, okay. So but him doing stuff like that makes me want to work harder because he's like, Dad, his abs are popping a little bit more. I was like, and inside he doesn't know I'm hurt. On the inside, he doesn't know he just crushed me. He brought me down a couple notches. Yeah. And then I'm like, about the same time, I'm like, I got you. I got you.
Luckily, my son hasn't started talking like that.
He's not there yet.
Yeah, that's reckless. I don't know what I do.
That's right. Yeah, man. But
I feel like you also gotta make it fun too when you do workout. Just by how you work out. So I do try to mix it up a little bit with my workouts. And so if there's a certain event coming up, I might have to do the biceps or something that day and say, okay, forget the chest, I'm doing biceps, or like switch it up. Like maybe it's a Saturday, I wake up and we're going to the pool or something with the kids. Might have to show off a little bit more or something. Never skip leg days, of course, but can't let people can't let people think that I got chicken legs. But I mean, it goes beyond just working out. Meal preps, dedicated to that as well. So I've been eating a lot of just chicken and rice, grilling it on the grill. I got kind of sick of it. I mean, I did that for like 6 months straight, just chicken and rice, and then I switched it up to the turkey meat with a little taco seasoning on it with some rice. So try to switch it up to that. Went back to chicken and rice, and I usually try to. So my secret sauce is I try to eat good Monday through Friday morning. And then I do what I want on Friday night, Saturday, Sunday.
So you have to have your cheat meals.
I always say, like, I do good during the week so I can do whatever I want on the weekends. So that may help some people out as well if you just stay dedicated working out, eating good, and then kind of indulge a little bit on the weekends.
I mean, everybody does. I mean, so I follow the Rock. He kind of does something like that. The Rock, of course. People like that have chefs and stuff. If I had a chef, I'm eating good every day. So I don't care. Because you can sprinkle something that's going to taste fantastic. But we ain't there at all. But I'm with you. So I tried the chicken and or steak and something like that, but it started clogging me up. So I had to mix and match what I'm doing. Right now I do sweet potatoes. I'll do fish. So I eat 7 meals a day. I'll start with, and we have to go into that, but eggs, sweet potatoes, fish, and that's kind of my routine of what I'm doing. And then on the weekends, you got kids, they want to have pizza or do something like that. So of course, and most of the weekends we might be together, so we're eating pizza or doing something we're not supposed to be doing. But I think that's part of the lifestyle. You want to maintain something throughout the week because we have certain goals that we set for ourselves. I may see you right now. You may look a little bit bigger than me. I'm not liking it, so I might have to go back to the drawing board.
It's been like that for a while. Also with protein as well. So I do take protein after my workouts. I used to take the pre-workout.
No, I don't like it. It makes me
poop. And my stomach can't handle it, so I don't even do the pre-workout stuff.
I'm on the toilet.
I just it messes with me.
No.
But after my workouts, I do have a protein shake. I've tried different stuff. I've tried the just the whey protein. I've tried it's called Quattro. I tried that. But what I am on now
here comes the promotion.
I wish.
Go ahead.
Ghost protein.
It's fine.
So a coworker, a couple years. I've been on this for a couple years now. A couple years ago, my coworker told me about it, and it is so good. Like protein shakes, I used to dread them. But I mean, they got all these different flavors from Nutter Butter to Chips Ahoy. They got an Oreo one now. They got a cereal one. I've been just solely using the Nutter Butter Ghost protein. And then what's cool about this?
Here you go.
I tried to get you on this.
Yeah, you did.
They're inside the proteins, and they have pre-workouts inside these things. There's a little card. And it has like a little password on it, and you can create a membership account with the Ghost website. You can create your little membership account. And you put in the code to your membership, and every single protein tubs, there's a little card, and you just keep pushing or punching that information into your account, and points just generate and adds up. And then you can just get free stuff. It's just free stuff. And so I've gotten free
ads through our podcast.
I've been getting free protein out of the deals. apparel. I got there's a nice little cream hoodie.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's fire. It's fire. It's fire.
And so yeah, little cheat stuff. So if you want to get into proteins and just help with the body stuff, have a little protein shake after, I recommend the Ghost stuff. So also if you want to sponsor us, we good with that as well.
You did put me on Ghost. I don't. I drink whatever I can protein wise. Just whatever I can get my hands on. But I will say, since we're talking about Ghost, that it is the Cinnabon is
I forgot that
Cinnabon is the one I use. But yeah, bro. So I mean, like we said, it's not you find your why, find what motivates you. It could be that promotion, like you said. It could be the kids. They may be single dads out there looking for their wives.
But yeah, dads out there, what works for us, like I said, home gym I invested in. Mike invested in a home gym. We're getting our weight stuff. This is what works for us. Mornings. Yeah. Try to do whatever you can, but stay focused. Keep going. Those days you wake up, if you do choose to go in the morning and work out, some days it sucks, but you just got to keep going.
But we've been loving the comments, so if you like what we are, talking about, don't forget to what they're doing.
Like, comment, subscribe. We just want to get y'all's feedback. Give us a comment. Let us know if you jumped on the Ghost train. Tag us to Ghost. We need some promotion.
Let us know. Get us some free protein.
Yeah, we need some apparel. But yeah, just subscribe to us so we can keep posting for y'all.
All right, we out, y'all.
All right, peace.
Peace.